September 16th of this year for domestic violence, aggravated harassment, and aggravated domestic violence. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to both charges. For both charges, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. There's two separate felony cases. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. On the first incident involving the female victim, the state is recommending a bond of $25,000 plus pretrial services. This, of course, was based on the misdemeanor record, which includes the 3 DV misdemeanor convictions plus 1 pending, and the 8 prior felony convictions. Also noting the NCA FTA scale of 6 and 6. The second recommendation was for the $5,000 bond plus pretrial services, in which the defendant went to the in-laws house. We're asking for a bond of $15,000 plus pretrial services on that, Your Honor.
The first bond was how much?
$25,000
So 25 and 15.
and 5.
There's only 2 felony cases.
Let's see.
The case from August 15th with Carlos as the victim, what bond are you asking for?
The $5,000, Your Honor, to pretrial services.
Then the one involving the female from September 16th, what is your bond request?
$25,000 plus the pretrial services, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Defense counsel.
Judge, I see the adult probation hold is in place. It's very unlikely, given the nature of these charges, that he will be released back to probation on that. So in light of that, we would ask the court to consider setting $2,500 bonds each on each felony complaint. Thank you.
Mr. Garcia, your bond in each case is $10,000. You do have that probation hold. It's $10,000 for each case. For each case, you are not allowed to have any contact with any of the victims. Do not go back to where they live. Don't call, don't text, don't write a letter, don't social media the individuals. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed in both cases. Your preliminary hearing in both cases is set for January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. And that's for each of your cases. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. Sorry. That's fine.
Judge, may we briefly excuse till you handle misdemeanors?
Sure.
Thank you.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter. May the court confirm with the jail if there's any Spanish defendants requiring interpreter?
Jail, are there any Spanish-speaking defendants? Jail, do you know if there's any Spanish-speaking defendants?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Spanish interpreters excused, but just be available in case we need you. Sir at the jail, what is your full name, please?
Tommy Jenkins.
What is your middle name?
Andre.
You had a warrant for your arrest out of justice court. It was for a shoplifting and criminal trespass in a 3rd-degree case. The charge was from August 2nd of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant on that case only. I'll release you. Your next court in justice court is going to be January 2nd, 2026 at 8 a.m. You also had several cases in warrant status out of city court on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases. Charges involving drug paraphernalia possession. 1 case involved shoplifting, criminal trespass in a 3rd degree, drug paraphernalia possession, being in a park after hours. I'm gonna set your bond at $1,000 on your city court cases. City public defenders appointed to represent you. December 31st, 2025 at 1:45 PM is your next hearing date in Tucson City Court. You are excused. Thank you. Your attorney will be in touch with you. What is your full name, sir? Jail, can you unmute, please?
Sorry, Your Honor.
What is your name, sir?
Joseph Julian Quesada.
You had a warrant for your arrest out of justice court. It was a shoplifting case from August 5th of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant. Sir, this case will never go away until you appear in court on your own to resolve the case. You can resolve the case maybe by a plea offer or setting your case up for trial, but you've got to appear in court, sir. Your next court date is going to be in justice court. I'm going to release you. It's going to be on January 8th, 2026 at 11 a.m. Make sure you appear this time. If not, another warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sanchez,
Quesada, back up the door. Yep.
What is your full name, sir?
Nicholas Brian Sanchez.
You had one case in warrant status out of justice court that was for a charge involving shoplifting drug paraphernalia. The case was from September 1st, 2025. Then you picked up a new shoplifting and drug paraphernalia from today's date. Both cases, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'll quash that warrant. I'm going to release you on these charges. Your next court date is January 26, 2026 at 9 a.m. For one of your cases, because there's two different jurisdictions, the other case is going to be January 2nd, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. You must appear in court. If you don't, warrants will issue for your arrest. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yep. You also had cases out of city court. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases in warrant status for charges. One case was a domestic violence disorderly conduct case. A second case for domestic violence violating court order. A third case for domestic violence violating court order. The fourth case involving shoplifting, drug paraphernalia. Fifth case involving criminal trespass in a third degree and drug paraphernalia. Sixth case involving reckless burning and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to quash those warrants, set your bond at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date in city court is going to be December 31st, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused.
Russell,
What is your full name, sir?
I'm sorry, my name is Russell McKenzie.
What is your middle name?
Andrew?
You have a charge of domestic violence violating a court order. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. So, Mr. McKenzie, I need to make it very clear to you, you are not allowed to have any contact with Crystal. You cannot call her, text her, social media her, see her, don't go to her residence or work location. Even if she says she wants contact with you, you still cannot have contact. You have now 2 court orders telling you not to have contact with her. Do you understand, sir?
Okay. She has contacted me, ma'am.
Let me tell you again. I don't care how
No, I
many
hear
times she calls you. If it's
Okay.
1,000 times, you cannot take her call. You've got to block her. You cannot
Okay.
have any communication with her. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to allow you to be released. I'm going to trust that you have no contact with her. January
I won't.
27th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. is your next hearing date in city court. If you do
Okay.
not appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Valdez,
What is your full name, please?
Daniel Christian Valdez.
You're charged with one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I will release you, sir. Do not commit to any further acts of domestic violence. You got to get along with your family members. January 22nd, 2026 at 9 a.m. is your next court date in Tucson City Court. You do not appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest, and a new charge of failing to appear could be added to your case. You do have a right to be represented, represent yourself. You can hire counsel. And you have a constitutional right to remain silent. Make sure you make your court dates. If not, a warrant will issue. You're excused. Thank you.
Right.
What is your full name, sir?
Hello, Samuel Isaac Wright. Samuel Wright.
You had a warrant for your arrest at a city court for unlawful possession of prescription drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Looks like you tried to quash the warrant. I'm going to quash the warrant now. I'm going to release you, sir, and make sure you appear in Tucson City Court, January 26, 2026 at 9 a.m. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. If you show up on that date, hopefully you can resolve your case on that day, whether you want to set it up for a trial or take a plea offer. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I went and set up a
Yeah.
court date
Yeah,
for
you
that
don't
for
have to
December
appear,
30th.
you don't have to appear on December 30th. Your next court date's in January. January
Okay. Oh,
28th at 9 a.m.
okay. Good. Good to know. All right. Thank you. Awesome. Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're excused, sir.
All right.
Did you? That's fine. Whatever you got. What is your full name, please?
Noah William Starring.
A waive reading of your complaint. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. The state was recommending a bond of $250,000.
Defense counsel?
Thank you, Judge. As the court may already have noted, Mr. Starring has absolutely no history of any criminal offenses. We understand the seriousness of the charges, Judge, but if you're not inclined to release Mr. Starring, we ask $50,000. Thank you.
Mr. Starring, your bond is set at $75,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Okay, my
You're charged with aggravated domestic violence. I'm an enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. And Mr. Amaya, you do have a probation hold on you. Deputy County Attorney, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, the bond recommendation was $15,000 plus pretrial services from the state. This was due to the misdemeanor record, which has DV probations in 2 different cases right now and a history of failing to appear to the court.
Defense counsel?
Judge, Given that Mr. Amaya was already on DV probation, it's unlikely he would be released on the probation violation. In order for time credit purposes, we would ask you to consider setting a $2,500 bond.
Mr. Meyer, bond set at $10,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim involved in this case. Do not call the person, text the person, social media the person. Do not go to where that person lives and works. Commit no further acts of domestic violence, possession of firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Next row.
What is your full name, please?
Ewan Marie Castro.
And Deputy County Attorney, this person does qualify for steps?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Castro, you have been arrested and accused of two separate cases, two separate charges. One is from December 22nd, 2025 for unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. Then you have a separate case from December 23rd for unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date? I'm sorry?
Yes.
All right, County Attorney, your bond recommendations?
Your Honor, the state's bond recommendation in both cases is $1,500 plus pretrial services based on the failure to appear to the court in the previous criminal history.
Defense Counsel?
Judge, a couple of things. In the first interim complaint, it looks like there is no probable cause for dangerous drug. That's because there was no testing. And in the second interim complaint, that is dated December the 23rd, there is no probable cause for dangerous drug because the pills are a narcotic. Additionally, Judge, December 23rd is tomorrow. So I don't know how this is dated. But because these are simple possession charges, Judge, and because the state's offering steps, I would respectfully ask the court to consider releasing Ms. Garcia to pretrial services supervision so she can take advantage of the steps program.
I see the police
Steps.
report. The police report says December 23rd, 2024. It's December 23rd, 2024, the second case.
Oh, my apologies. I missed that.
All right, and then regarding the challenge to probable cause, Deputy County Attorney on both cases? Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, ma'am. I don't have a quick response, Your Honor. I apologize. I would ask for the court's discretion.
All right, you're challenging regarding the, so in the case from 2024, the officer says there was 36 blue M30 pills,
Yes, Judge.
and those are, and she admitted those, what the pills were.
Correct, Judge. So it was a narcotic drug as opposed to a dangerous drug. It's a technicality. I get it.
Let me see, how did he cite it? Sure.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I know the court just noted that it's a 2024 case, but the version I have of the interim says 2025 for some reason and 2024 on other spots. So it's really confusing because they have both 2024 and 2025. I think it's the arrest date that is the 2025. The offense date is 2024. So.
Yeah, in the it says December 23rd, 2024. The agency number is December 23rd, 2024. So I'm not sure, what are you saying? What's your confusion?
Oh, I think the 2025 talks about the arrest date and the 2024 talks about the commission date. So I think that's where I was getting confused. But they have 7 years, so I think that's if they're still okay.
So there is no challenge to the year.
To the dates, to the that's right, Judge.
Wait, isn't meth a dangerous drug?
Yes, Judge, it is.
It
Meth
is
is a
different.
dangerous, but they put pills, Judge, which is a narcotic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, M32.
Yeah, which is 3408 is the fentanyl.
Wait, just put the wrong. I'm gonna amend on my own.
Judge, I mean, I know the state does that. Judge,
Say,
I will,
Peter,
Judge, I would respectfully, please don't take this the wrong way. I'll respectfully object because I feel we have what we have, and they do it at the grand jury stage. I understand that, but
wait, they listed 3407. They listed method. Oh, I see what you're saying. Deputy County Attorney, any response?
Your Honor, due to the technicality, I don't really have much of a response on that, but there are 2 cases, so the state would ask for the bond in the second matter in which she admitted that the pills were in her possession.
I don't know what's the second matter. If you're talking about December 23rd, 2024 case, it's just they list dangerous drug and it should be a narcotic drug.
Your Honor, I would ask that that be amended. It's obviously a small technicality. The listing of the statute, there's probable cause for the crime itself.
I didn't catch that. My officer left already. It should be 3407, 3408. All right, the 2025 case, they got the possession of narcotic drug and then,
and they didn't test the meth, but that's training and experience. I
yeah, I'm leaving the 2025 challenge on, I can't remember if I can, the state moves to amend. Your objection to the amendment, is that correct?
yes, Judge, I have to.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying for the record.
Yes, for the record, absolutely.
All right, for the case from December 23rd, 2024, the court finds no reasonable cause for the 133407 charge, but the drug paraphernalia charge remains. It's just that one charge. Otherwise, the challenge on the other case from December 22nd, 2025, the court's going to deny the probable cause challenge. And defense counsel, what's your recommendation regarding bond or no bond?
Judge, I was going to ask for pretrial services release. She is going to take advantage of the STEPS program. And because this is a personal possession, low level drug offense, if I may say so, we are really hoping for pretrial services on both matters, Judge.
Ms. Castro, your bond, you have a probation hold. Both cases, your bond is set at $1,500 plus pretrial services release. If you're able to post the bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs. Both cases, the public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Both cases, your steps hearing is set for December 29th, 2025 at 9 a.m. In both cases, your preliminary hearing is set January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, the case is listed under one interim minute entry. Sorry about that. So it's just one case involving all the charges.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, there.
If
What is your full name, please?
Enrique Durazo.
You are charged with burglary in third degree, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding her bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Jail, does he have a parole hold on him?
No, Judge.
All right, Deputy County Attorney?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation was $10,000 plus pretrial services due to the prior convictions. He's had 4 convictions since 2014, plus the NCA FTA skills.
Defense counsel?
Thank you, Judge. So, Your Honor, as the court just confirmed, there is no parole hold, and I don't understand where the burglary in the third degree is coming from. I don't see the officer wrote that the vehicle came back stolen, but there's definitely probable cause for the dangerous drug attachment.
Deputy County Attorney, your response to the challenge?
Yes, Your Honor. 13-1506 A2 states making an entry into any part of a motor vehicle by means of manipulation key or master key with the intent to commit any theft or felony in the motor vehicle. It does not have a requirement that the actual vehicle be registered as stolen.
Any response to the states?
Yes, Judge. So I didn't see any facts that suggested he manipulated his way into the vehicle, which is why I raised the challenge.
All right, looks like a reportee reported that something about the vehicle, the police saw suspicious activity. So based on that, I'm going to deny the challenge for probable cause. Defense counsel, or I'm sorry, the state, what was your bond recommendation? $10,000. All right, defense counsel, what's
Yes, ma'am.
your response?
Thank you. That's right. I didn't mean to interrupt. So we are asking to release the period check-in with his parole officer, given the nature of the charge and the low level of drugs involved. But if Your Honor is thinking about setting a bond, given the nature of these charges, we would ask you to consider setting somewhere close to $1,000. Thank you.
Durazo, your bond is set at $10,000. You were on parole. You have a criminal history. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. No contact with the victim, the true owner of the vehicle, possession of firearms and weapons. The Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Dominic James Giordano.
You're charged with narcotic drugs for sale, unlawful possession of narcotic drugs. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for today's today's felony case. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation. Then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney. And if you could unmute yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. It just now dawned on me that he was on probation at the time that this offense was committed. The state asked to amend the original recommendation for a no bond.
You're requesting a no bond?
Yes, Your Honor, due to the fact that the defendant was on probation or release, and he was released on bond in 2025 51864 or 1864.
Defense counsel?
Judge, I think the state is correct. Sounds to me like Mr. Giordano, Giordano was on release, so we would respectfully ask for a no bond.
Mr. Giordano, you're going to be held without bond. Your first hearing is called a no bond hearing on December 26th at 1:30 p.m. Your preliminary hearing is January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You also had a new misdemeanor charges for a DUI, impairment charge, DUI, being under the influence of a drug, and then some civil citations for a suspended plate, no insurance, and then a misdemeanor displaying a false plate on the vehicle you were driving, which is a criminal charge. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court on 1, 2, 3 cases, one case involving criminal trespass, criminal damage, the second case involving criminal trespass in a second degree, the third case involving assault and disorderly conduct. I'm going to quash those warrants, enter pleas of not guilty, set your bond in a DUI case at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date in city courts, December 31st at 1:45 p.m. You are excused. Thank you.
Comment.
What is your full name, please?
Thomas Burrows.
Mr. Hurl, looks like you have an unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia charge, new charge. And then you also had a felony warrant for your arrest for unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. That case was from September 13, 2025. And a warrant had gone out for your arrest You have a right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for today's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. So it looks like he failed to appear in a superior court case. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, ma'am. The state is asking for a $500 bond in each of the failure to appear cases and a $1,000 bond for the new case.
I only have 2 felony cases, a new charge from today's date and 1 felony case on September 13th.
Then that would be the $500 bond, Your Honor.
On
My
the-
apologies.
On the warrant case,
Yes, ma'am.
defense counsel?
Judge, those bonds found really reasonable. We asked the court to set an arraignment date on the older felony, and on the felony from tonight, we asked the court to set a preliminary hearing, and we are hoping for release. But if the court is not inclined to release, then we ask the court to honor the bond on the warrant and set another $500 bond on the new matter if you're not inclined to release.
Mr. Hurls, on your case from today's date, the dangerous drug and drug paraphernalia, your bond is set at $1,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is January 2nd at 1:30 p.m. For your warrant case, your bond is set at $500. That's a request of the prosecutor's office. And Public Defender's Office is appointed. Your arraignment date is set for December 29th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Judge, I just wanted to confirm the state wasn't offering steps on the new case. I believe not, but just wanted to double check.
Let me look at that. I apologize if that was the case. Oh, I thought I think he had the case where he was just dismissed from steps. But we can offer it if you would like and check it out, but it might hold him up if he's not actually qualified. So
Sure. And Judge, what I see from the pretrial report is he's eligible on the new case. Obviously, the old case has been indicted, so he's not on that one.
So do you
So
want
if the-
steps or not?
Answer is yes, Judge. That's right.
Mr. Hurls, on the case from today's date, you just need to correct a record. You've been arrested for the charge of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. I'm going to set a STEPS hearing December 29th at 9 a.m. Preliminary hearing is still set for January 2nd at 1:30. Bond is still $1,000 on the newest case. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
What is your full name, please?
Zachary James Larson.
And both parties agree he's eligible for STEPS?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Larson, you have been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm here from the prosecutor. She's asking for a bond. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending a bond of $1,500, and that was due to the 3 prior felony convictions, and in addition to that, the failure to appear to the court. The NCA and FTA scale was 6 out of 6.
Defense counsel?
Judge, I'd like to note that the pretrial services report does say that he's on probation, but looks like he was placed on probation in April of 2025 for 6 months. So that would have expired in October. So in light of that, Judge, we would ask you to consider releasing Mr. Larson so he can take advantage of the STEPS program. Thank you.
Mr. Larson, your bond is set at $1,000 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monetary treatment as directed by pretrial services. Your STEPS hearing is set for December 29, 2025 at 9 a.m. Your preliminary hearing is set January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You also picked up a new charge for a misdemeanor shoplifting from today's date. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be January 16, 2026 at 9 a.m. in city court. And your attorney will be in touch with you to talk to you about that case. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Benjamin James Manos.
Mr. Manos, looks like you have a felony warrant for your arrest for several burglary charges and a few other charges. Looks like on August 7, 2024, they're charging you with burglary in the 3rd degree. August 10, 2024, burglary in the 3rd degree. August 11, 2024, burglary in the 3rd degree. August 14, 2024, burglary in the 3rd degree. 2 separate counts of theft by credit cards obtaining by fraudulent means from August 14, 2024. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases of burglary in the 3rd degree from August 15, 2024. An aggravated taking ID of another person, August 15, 2024. Unlawful possession of a dangerous drug and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia from August 15, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quashed a warrant, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. An attorney is seated by you. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, ma'am. On this case, Your Honor, his original bond was $10,000 plus pretrial services back in, it looks like December of 2024, and he was released on February the 26th on that bond. The state is now asking for $15,000 due to the failure to appear, plus pretrial services and the fact that he's on probation.
Defense counsel?
Judge, looking at this record, it looks like this is a refile based on what the state just mentioned. And Judge, the pretrial services report does note that a return to sender notice was actually filed in the court docket, so he had no notice of the recharging. Because of that, Judge, we are asking you to consider releasing Mr. Manis to pretrial services supervision. It looks like he was compliant the last time he was on pretrial.
Bond is set at $15,000, no contact with the victim. Don't go back to any of the incident locations. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent him. December 29th, 2025, 1:30 is his arraignment date. And I've quashed a warrant. Thank you. Your excuse.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Cynthia Rose Martinez.
What's your middle name?
Rose.
You're charged with second-degree burglary, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutors regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation was $15,000 plus pretrial services. This is based on the defendant's prior felony convictions and the NCA-FTA score of 6 to 5.
Defense counsel?
Judge, Ms. Martinez does have residence in housing with her granddaughter. The last conviction is from 2015, so it's a decade old. She's 60 years old, Judge, and she vows to the court she will make it if the court gives her a chance on pretrial services for this.
Ms. Martinez, your bond set at $10,000. No contact with the victim. Don't go back to that residence location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You also had cases in warrant status out of city court. It was a DUI case, a DUI impairment case, DUI drug case, and then a separate case. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quashed a warrant, set your bond at $1,000 in your city court case. City public defenders appointed to represent you. And your next hearing date in city court is going to be December 31st at 2025 at 1:45 p.m. You are excused. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What is your
Hi.
full name, sir?
Christopher Munsami.
All right. You have two separate felony cases. One case is hold on a second. One case is a new charge of unlawful possession of a firearm, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, burglary in the first degree from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had a warrant for your arrest for felony charges involving unlawful possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor and discharging a firearm within the city limits. That incident date was June 16, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to all charges, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, ma'am. The state is asking for the Superior Court warrant for the $5,000 on the older case. And in the new case, the state is recommending the $25,000 plus pretrial services. This is based on the fact that the defendant, the allegations include the theft of a firearm, of course, which is a double whammy because not only the theft, but the defendant is a prohibited possessor. In addition to that, there's also the NCFTA scale, Your Honor, and his prior convictions.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking you to consider giving Mr. Motsami a chance on pretrial services release, but in case you're not inclined, he seems to have just one felony conviction. I understand he's mixed up in the scales, but we ask you to honor the $5,000 bond of the old case and set another $5,000 bond on the second case. Thank you.
Mr. Moonsani, on your newest case, your bond is set at $15,000. On your older warrant case, it's $5,000. In both cases, you are not allowed to possess any firearms. In the burglary case, have no contact with the victim. Both cases, the public defender's office is appointed to represent you. On your case from today's date, the burglary case, your preliminary hearing is set January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. On your warrant case, your arraignment date is set for December 29th at 1:30 p.m. And your attorney from the public defender's office will be in touch with you soon. You also had a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest out of justice court. It was for a charge of assault. That case is from November 10th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'll release you on that misdemeanor case. January 5th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. is your next hearing date in justice court. And I'll let justice court know that you're currently in custody. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of city court for a criminal trespass and a third-degree charge. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty. I will release you on that Tucson City Court case. Your next hearing date is January 16th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And I'll appoint a city public defender so they can help you resolve that case. I'll let the city court know that you're currently in custody on a felony matter. You are excused. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Judge, and the city court date was,
January 16th at 9 a.m.
thank you, Judge.
That goes. What is your full name, sir?
Adam Perry.
Is it Mason Perry?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with unlawful sales of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, and sale of a narcotic drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who was seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I may hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation was $15,000 plus pretrial services. This was due to the 13 prior felony convictions, the NCFTA scale of 3 out of 3, and the residential occupational stability remains unverified.
Defense counsel?
Judge, he wanted to talk to me. I couldn't talk to him. Can I have a quick moment, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Judge, in speaking with Mr. Perry, all he's asking me to request is release to pretrial services. Since he's asking me not to make a bond recommendation, that is what I would be asking. Thank you.
Mr. Perry, your bond set at $10,000 due to your extensive alleged criminal history. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. January 2nd, 2026 at 1:30 PM is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Bullshit. Baby.
What is your full name, sir?
I can't hear or see.
What is your full name, sir?
But
What's your name?
I understand.
Can you hear?
There's two people to a room.
No, hang on, sir. The judge. So Judge, I'm asking the court to continue this initial appearance to tomorrow morning. He has some difficulty hearing. We don't have any hearing devices right now, so I would ask that the court continue. So hopefully by tomorrow morning, we can arrange for a hearing device.
All right, that's fine. What is your full name, please?
Jacob Anthony Triplet.
You are charged with burglary in the 3rd degree, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Deputy County Attorney?
Yes, ma'am. The state's recommendation was $10,000 plus pretrial services due to the NCA, FTA scales and the prior felony convictions.
Looks like he's also on felony probation. Defense counsel?
Judge, as the court just noted, he has that January 5th hearing on the petition to revoke probation. I don't see a hold. That's interestingly surprising. But Judge, given that Mr. Triplet's grandfather can provide third-party custody and transport, and he's only a level 1 on the score, we would ask you to consider releasing Mr. Triplet with instructions to report to probation. But if your honor is not inclined to do that, we ask that the bond be close to $5,000. Thank you.
I'm going to set bond at $7,500. Looks like he pled possibly to a theft of means of transportation charge. This case allegedly involves another vehicle. He's on felony probation. Bond is set at $7,500. No contact with the victim. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent him. January 2nd, 1:30 is his preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. Everyone's excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good evening.
All right, y'all. Thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow night.